So we have the Six of Swords here. This has to deal with moving to a happier place. And a lot of times sixes are about support of somebody else. So that could also be the helpful person if you're going through something with your lover or potential mate of yours. And you guys could be moving on together, trying to find or seek some solutions to any problems that you've been dealing with. But there is a need to kind of detach yourself emotionally from what's going on at this time, or seeing it from a different perspective. And this can involve kind of putting how you feel about something to the side and just see the overall big picture of it. Okay, because sometimes when we incorporate our own feelings, we're kind of being either judgmental or wanting something or seeing something from only our own perspective. Okay, so the topic of discussion is resolutions, peaceful resolutions, moving on to calmer waters here. Because what has gone on is we have been let down by something, disappointed by it. We're wanting to move past it, whatever it may be. So things are de-escalating here. I see a 6 and a 5. So we're going down the stair step, hopefully, to get things to be calmed down. And it looks like this is a middle, what seems to be a middle of a cycle, but may speed up really fast during the time of Mercury retrograde. So what we are going to, we do have the 9 of Swords type of energy. So that is like really thinking about it, what may have been going on. Definitely it looks like two people are kind of upset, but they're upset in a different type of way. And what you guys need to do is to be able to communicate on a mature level. One person is like their feelings, it's more of their feelings are hurt. One person looks like shameful or frustrated. But one is mentally, one is of the heart, and it's sort of trying to meet in the middle. So we're going to have to put feelings to the side in this situation, okay? And it looks like we're going to have togetherness. We're going to have support. All right. And you know, Mercury is a lot of times miscommunication, no communication, or feeling like you don't have clarity. So that's maybe why they're also telling you to kind of step back and let, things happen, okay? Some of you are going to have to get a friend's advice. That could also be your support too. Like you're going to have to tell them what happened, and just so you won't interfere with the storyline, you're going to just kind of tell them ask them how they feel about it. Is it something that you should even be upset about? Is it something that you should be worried about? Or are you just overthinking? So your energy, how they want you to be, but your energy during this time, look at that. Okay. I feel like we're attached to what's going on a little bit too much because we're at the 8 of Swords. This is being confused, and it shows a lot, and it's going on and it's playing in your mind. And it's like you're waiting for an answer, but the answer is coming up by the end of March. Okay. So what we're striving towards is to be able to have a clear decision, but that's to be able to see both sides. There's something about seeing both sides. So we're trying to eliminate all the extra to get down to the bottom of what's been going on lately. For some people, the obstacle is their independence. Their power is your obstacle. Because when you're feeling tired like this, it feels as though you're kind of giving something away, or you're surrendering or letting a person kind of have their way. But here you're free, you're comfortable, and you're limitless. So the challenge is being, if you can even see it, the challenge is going from feeling like this to feeling free. Okay? And unbothered. But first we have to cut out away so much. We have to get, some of you have to get some type of answer just to know. And it may take an outside spectator. So let's see some of the thoughts that are centering around you. Look at that. I don't want commitment right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then in the shadows, I have just dating. So this could go vice versa. But this is a card of independence, and this is also my single card. Somebody wants out. Whoa. It could be you or the other person. They have yet to really say this. They feel like, I'm just dating. I don't think I want anything serious. And some of you are trying to get out of a commitment. Okay. Look what's behind this. breakup, separation, divorce. But then the thing about this is one person feels like you're doing just fine and the other person feels like, I don't know about this. So it definitely needs to be communication. Somebody's been thinking about, how am I going to say this? Am I just going through a time where I feel like I'm dissatisfied, or do I really not want this? I'm not feeling like myself right now. I don't know if I just need to be free. I don't know if I'm lacking self-love. Okay. And at this time, if you're feeling this way, this is more of like your shadow energy. If you are feeling tied down or restricted here, it's causing that. And that can cause you to be very like temperamental. You can begin to blame yourself for something. It can make you too emotionally invested. But this looks more mental than emotions anymore. This is built into just thoughts. So some of you may go live with a friend, stay with a friend, or, just hang out for the time being and then find out what you really want to do. What's behind that 9 of Swords? 5 of Swords. Oh, some of you have dealt with, that's like sabotaging. If you've had some disagreements or some arguing with the person that you have been dealing with, it's a different type of argument. 5 of Swords. You're cutting somebody really deep. You're saying things that you'll regret later. It's out of anger. That's why I was saying temperamental things could happen when you're in your lower energy, or when the person that you're dealing with is in their lower energy. Somebody just wants to be themselves right now. They want to get back to themselves, and you are a mutable sign. So have you adapted to somebody? Have you changed your own ways to adapt to somebody else's living environment to the point where you don't know who you are, or that's not really what you wanted, or things have changed so much that it just doesn't seem like a real relationship or a connection? Oh my goodness, these readings are so deep. All right, so let me take a look at, we'll put that there. And that's why they're telling you the 4 of Cups. Just kind of withdraw for a little bit. And for some of you, dating, it's just irritating. It's not going the way that you want to. You feel like you're only confined to certain people. You're questioning your own self-worth. Or like I said, vice versa. But somebody's questioning who they are and what they really want. King of Swords. Some of you could have been dealing with an air sign. Somebody could have become distant or cold, too judgy, too judgmental. Your conversation has changed, or, you have different beliefs now and you've kind of figured that out. Or you've been trying to justify a situation that somebody has done something and it just can't be justified. It just isn't right. It isn't what you believe in. And the whole root of this is being emotionally detached. Because sometimes just because you have emotionally separated yourself from someone, you have not physically separated. But emotional leads to less communication, less talk, the conversation not being strong enough to last until you feel like you're in a place where I don't want to let go, but I don't want to hold on to it either. Or I don't really want to be single, but I want to be with somebody who connects on the level that I do. There was mental attraction with this person in the past. Very strong mental attraction, conversation, long amounts of hours. You could talk about anything. That's how you guys attracted each other, is by, the cleverness, the intellectual, the smart, energy that you guys shared together. And something has happened to where it is no longer. And it's frustrating. So what we have to come, we have judgment. You're going to have to make that decision. That's what we're heading to. The 2 of Swords is it's the same thing as the Judgment, but Judgment is like, come on now. Because what's going to come is the answer that you need with this full moon in Aries. And like I said, it's coming by force. And this Judgment, I feel like it is by force. This is seeing everything that you needed to see. This is, even though we have blindfolds on both of these, we've seen it all. We felt it. So what are you going to do about it? It's the question of judgment. big decisions. Choose. Okay. So if we keep everything the way that it's going, yeah, we head to strength, which is what I kind of figured here. This is downtime. Because if you're having all this mental frustration, you have to make sure that you keep a healthy mind. Your mental health is very important. But somebody wants to be free and maybe the other person doesn't want to let go. Or it could be, like I said, the person themselves, but just not wanting to detach from the other one physically. It could have to do with finances as well. Or it could have to be, because this is a person who their happiness relies off of their comfortability or their security. Okay. But sometimes we get so comfortable and then the love is fading, because I'm not really seeing too many. Well, one cup, and that's the 8 of cups. And that's cups that are run dry. Okay. So what we need to do to get over what we're going through. Protection. Protection. Some of you, it is financial worries as well, but that's what it's about. This is holding on to the power that you do have here. This is getting yourself back together. Okay. Because the strength is also power too, but it's inner power. But it's telling that you also have control of this situation, especially when it comes to judgment here. Okay. So if we are to change course, we get the Ace of Wands here. So what I'm seeing here is, even though we have a thing where we have to face and we have to make a big decision here, what's going on is we're going to be patient some more. We're going to wait a little bit longer. But what we could be dealing with is a new person or new potential or even a new energy for ourselves coming into play if we decide to let go, like the universe is asking. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for that. So definitely you have support around you. Some of you feel like you can't get away from this person. There is somebody who understands what you're going through and you should contact them at this time. But if it's not what you want, then it's not, it's not what you want anymore. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.